We are back.
We're back.
Yes, after that brief interruption about videos. So, how did it feel? Let's go where we left off with the Planet of the Apes. You never got into that. How did it feel to be on the show with the atmosphere of being on a legendary TV show?
Well, it was my first. It was my first job in Hollywood after I came out here, and I literally got myself on the set. I didn't know you weren't allowed to walk on the set, so I walked on the set. And I said, "Hey, I just came off this big costume makeup job on The Exorcist. I want to play an ape." And the casting director, Marvin Page, said, "Okay, read this." And I read the scene and got cast. It was that easy.
So were you a recurring role or just a one episode?
No, I just did the one episode.
Oh, okay.
But after that, it was great. I mean, the only difference was in New York, when you finish shooting something, you all go out and have a drink. And we finished shooting the day. I think we shot for a week. And we went out and everybody went home. And where's everybody going? Well, everybody went that way and that way and that way and that way. So it was really fun. We had to eat. You couldn't see your mouth. So we had to eat with a straw, with a mirror, so you could see where your mouth was. And, I mean, I can't think of anything I've ever really shot that I didn't love shooting.
So, did you have to wear the makeup the entire day since you were talking about?
Yeah, and it was hot. But I remember the face didn't bother me. I just remember the feet you had sneakers inside the big ape feet, and my feet got really, really sweaty. But I don't remember the makeup, and we shot.
How about the hands and the arms? Because it looked like you wore like
I don't remember the costume.
Just because looking at some times with Roddy McDowell, with some of them, they had like some of the costumes where the ape would go all the way up to here.
Yeah, I really don't remember. We're talking about 32 years ago or something like that. I don't remember. I wish I'd kept a journal of all this stuff.
You got a book?
I got a book. Well, I don't got a book. This is a book my sister wrote. And it's inspired by The Exorcist. It's called 50 Cents for Your Soul. And actually that was, Marilyn Monroe had a speech. She said, in Hollywood, they will pay you hundreds of thousands of dollars for your body and 50 cents for your soul. So she wrote this book inspired by my adventures on The Exorcist. And
that's pretty cool.
They can go to my website, which is EileenDietz.com. This is the commercial. EileenDietz.com, or my sister's, which is Denise Dietz, which is Denise, Dietz.com. And the whole first 3 chapters are exactly how I got the job in the film. And then it goes in and out in different things, and there's a murder in it, and there's a Billy Freakin character and a Linda Blair character. It's really fun.
So there's no ape characters in there?
No ape characters in there.
So
it's kind of like the books that we say about Hollywood that Jacqueline Suzanne used to write and stuff like that. That's another generation, but only the names were changed to protect the innocent. So
after Dragnet?
It's a real fun read. So if anybody's listening to this and likes to read, they should buy it. Make a great Christmas present. I'm writing my own book. Who knows when it'll come out, but I'm writing my own book about The Exorcist mainly, and I just want it to be funny.
How does it feel to be in Modesto and the Riverbank area?
The odd thing is that we never get to see any place.
Oh, okay.
I landed in Oakland Airport. I got into a car. They rented a car for me, and I drove out, and it was pretty barren from the airport to here. It was just really barren. And then I went to sleep, and I got up, and I came here, and you never get to see anything.
Oh, wow. It seemed like one of those stories about the people who put the bags over people's heads and kidnap them.
Did you see the film about that?
I haven't seen anything too much.
I guess. Now, there's a kid that wrote this really good film that I just saw. It's called Childhood Fears. And it just happened to be his older cousin put his sleeping bag over his head, and he just reminded me of it. It's a good film.
Another good film about that is Sneakers with Robert Redford, where they throw him in the trunk and he's a cat following the sounds.
Yeah, that's a good movie. That was a good film. I just something else that was very much like it, but I can't remember what it was. Because I was telling them about Sneakers.
So, have you enjoyed the Shockerfest today?
Oh yeah. I mean, I've been sitting at my table selling things, so I've only actually seen 3 movies.
Oh, okay.
But they were good, and actually, what amazed me is I have a friend of mine who's a distributor that said the first thing that they look at a film is sound and picture. If sound and picture aren't good, they're not even going to look at the rest of it. And for these 3 films, the sound, and I know this one guy, Cameron, spent $2,000 on his film, and the sound was perfect. The picture, the lights, everything was absolutely perfect. And sound is hard to get. You know, you really got to have somebody who knows. And I assume, he left before I finished talking to him, I assume it was only $2,000 because the whole crew worked for free, obviously. But apparently they picked up a sound guy who really knew what he was doing, because you know in small films the sound is awful. And then
we've had to happen. We've had to throw entire segments out because we've got this white noise effect. Or
are you guys filmmakers?
Yeah, we just film a local TV show, Wasteland TV. Wasteland TV. And then we got Wasteland TV 2 Modesto, which is kind of a reality TV show.
Don't mention reality TV to any actor. We
and
hate
then,
it.
And then we got.
We hate Jay Leno too.
Oh, can't stand Jay Leno.
Well, not only because of person, but he's taken. I'll do my commercial. He's taken away 5 hours of scripted drama that employs not only how many actors in each episode, but art people and craft service and catering and grips. And he's just thrown it out the window, like 300 people at least. I don't know how many people shoot an episode of TV, but let's say it was between 300 and 400 people. I mean, it's not really Jay Leno anyway, it's NBC. But I hope, but see if nobody watches it. Nobody's watching it anyway. It's going down to 6 million people. But it's so cheap to produce that they're probably going to keep doing it anyway. What? So we don't like reality TV, and we don't like Jay Leno.
Well, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Well, you know, just come support independent films. Oh, I should mention, my favorite film that I've shot is a film called Queen of Screams. And if people have seen Sunset Boulevard, it's Norma Desmond meets Carrie. It's just about a fading horror queen who all this stuff happens to, and she's just very vulnerable and sad, and she keeps thinking she can go back on top again and be this great scream queen. And she has a Friday night fright show, and the kids throw candy and popcorn at her or something like that. It's kind of sad. And then things happen, and then it turns into this little slasher film. Not a slasher film like that, but I can't tell you the rest of it, but havoc wrecks the town, and there's fires and stuff like that. So look at it. It's going to go on the festival circuit soon. So if you want to look up something, it's not out yet. It's not on DVD, but just keep your eye open for a wonderful film called Queen of Screams.
Well, thank you.
Okay, thank you.